What's up, anime world? Anime cookout. We're back. Grill's hot. We're gonna be talking about anime this week that came out, anime that you may have missed, you may have not even noticed because some of these are new. We talked about on our last podcast. Andrew talked about the top 10 April ones. I have it in the description for y'all. But what we starting off with first, Andrew? What's on the grill?
Absolutely, man. So there was a plethora of nice grilling spots today. Man, we threw a lot on the grill. Well, it was a lot of brisket, a lot of ribs, a lot of short ribs, a lot of chicken on there too. And then somebody brought some tofu at the end of my week, and I was mad as hell, man. I was like, get that tofu off my grill, But let's start off with it hot, man. So, like it came out about 3 days ago. Mashable. It's a new anime, season 1, episode 1. It's based on a manga, of course. It's got to do with a gentleman. He's born into a world without just pure magic, right? Everybody's all into magic. Everybody can use magic, and unfortunately, he has none, right? So an old man finds him, not an old man, but a young man finds him, and basically this young man doesn't have, he's like a low achiever in magic himself. So he identified with the kid he found, and he has zero magic. No magic at all. So they basically have a mark on their face, basically outlining like, hey, they're magic, and everyone who doesn't have a mark is basically considered inferior. So we got some sort of Nazi symbolism there going on, the Third Reich Fury. So we get into our main character. Boy is born without magic, but he turns it around, and the old man is like, hey, since you don't have any magic, let's get you something that's gonna push you ahead. And I want you to be the strongest person that there's possible you can. And it turns out, man, boy's bench pressing 520 pounds like nothing for reps all day long. He's like beaten up. And then the most funniest thing, I don't know if you remember in the anime, the funniest thing is I love how like all the characters and everything, they just all stop and they make these like all in shock faces because this boy's like going ham on these
All the
weights
squirrels and everything are just like, what the?
yeah, man. So it's hilarious, man. So once again, it just started. It's brand new. If you want to go in there, it's Mash is his name. It's Mash Burnhead, and he has a secret, and his secret he can't use magic. So go in there. Season 1, episode 1. It's gonna be fun. It's so far animation style is a little wonky. I'm gonna give it a little bit of that. Like it's a little wonky. I like it though because it's all 2D, but sometimes like it fades off and they get real lazy in the animation. I don't know if you noticed that, and like the characters start to turn into blobs, And that's just simple, Ben. It's probably not a new studio, but maybe a lower quality studio. The publishers is Aniplex of America, so we already know about that. We're kind of lazy Americans, so I'm pretty sure every shortcut was used on there. So, but it's a nice one. I like it. It has a lot of good feel to it right now. But once again, we're episode 1. Nick, man, you got anything on it?
Man, at first I didn't know what to expect. I mean, I never read the manga, so I was going in blindly. He kind of reminds me of like Astra from Black Clover. No magic, just all strength and all that stuff. But he's a little more funnier and everything. And I got like Harry Potter vibes from it, like a bit. But it was very entertaining.
Magic School, yeah.
Yeah, it was very entertaining though. Like there was a lot of points where like he showed like different things, like the quarters where he was bending them and everything. It had funny moments where I was like, all right, I can watch this. Like, I think they said it's gonna be 24 episodes this season, which for a first season, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, they're probably gonna break it up, do the 13, and then the second half of the first season later on in the year, December, around that area. Yeah, but yeah, man, it was good. I liked it. Definitely the 3.5 out of 5. You know, because like it's brand new, we don't know anything about it. You know, other than just what they premise. But hell, I love strength anime. I love anime that there's an OP character. It's one of my favorite types of genres. You know, I'm not too keen on the what do you call it when they have to go through trials and adversities.
Oh yeah,
Forget that, bro. You
got
know,
time for
jump,
that.
jump in there, OP style,
Yeah,
please. You
it's
know,
like that's what the character is. It's like I don't need to see his whole background of how he got to that point. It's like just give it to me now, and then let's go with the story. Like
exactly. But yeah, so Nick, out of 5 stars, what do you say?
you said 3.5. I can give it that. I feel comfortable at that point. I was gonna go 3. I think last week I gave Hell's Paradise a 3. I felt bad for rewatching it. I'll give it 3.5. There's of course a lot of characters that are gonna be introduced to us from the intro that we saw. It has a lot of funny
Yeah,
moments.
yeah.
It's totally different than what I'm used to watching, but I feel like I'm gonna enjoy this just because of the twists and turns of comedy, but then it gets serious, but then those moments I'm waiting to see what it
Oh,
does on the
I love
grill.
I love that. I love that old man, his grandpa. You know,
Yeah.
I love that old man, man. When he turns around and goes, "You're my son." That's hilarious. Like I love those kind of fourth dimension, or third dimension wall breaks. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, I love those kind of things, man. Where they just like it's a little unreal, and then it's a little real at the same time. But
Yeah.
man, it has all the vibes of coming out pretty good. So I feel confident that this is going to be a really good one, man. But yes, so the name is Mashable. Just came out. I think it comes out on Saturdays. So, it's an easy watch on the weekend, 20, 25 minutes the most, yeah. Harry Potter meets Senkai type of vibe going on,
Exactly.
So yeah, so it's gonna be a nice one, man. So all right, man. Well, that's Mashable. It's gonna be up there. So check it out. It's on Saturdays. And let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So the next one was by far really, really great, man. Really tickled me. I was like, hell yeah, man. It's Hell's Paradise. It second episode lived up to an expectation that I was hoping it was gonna go for, and it did. Hopefully they don't have too many down episodes, but this one, if you're not aware, Hell's Paradise is about Gabi Maru. He is an assassin, very well known. He's on search. He's being sentenced to death. They're giving him an option to go to an island to find the elixir of life. He therefore chooses to do it to save his wannabe wife. I don't think they were married, or even if they were married in secret.
Yeah.
So it's season 1, episode 2. Publisher is by Twin Engine. So man, this is all the hallmarks of something that's going to be awesome. So Gamimaru, just a little rundown of the second episodes. They're fighting to who's going to make it on the boat to go off to the thing. So we have a sort of like a Hunter x Hunter. If you ever seen it before, it's a little battle royale on the boat. And it turns out like this is just doing preview. It's like on the beach and stuff like that in front of the Shogunite. And man, dude, head slashing, eye gouging, beat ups,
Yeah, rocks
one
getting
finger
thrown into people's
knockouts.
faces and just
Dude, oh my
everything done.
god, I like thumb press, eye gouge, like dude, it was brutal. I loved it, every minute of it, man. This is what I wanted Vinland Saga to be, but we're not getting this shit out of that. So this is where I'm at, man.
Yeah.
Hell's Paradise, Aces, 4.5 out of 5. No, I would even like go as far like 4.8. Like nothing's perfect, right?
Yeah.
But this was damn near perfect. I wanted to say 5, but you can never give a 5, right? But a 4.8, damn near perfect episode of just mashed in together. We got Gamimaru, who he was. We got oh man, I forgot the girl's name, but we got the
Yamada.
executioner girl.
Yeah.
We got a little backstory on her, and they did it in such a good way. The way like you can mash it together, like not to be pun with mashable, but like the way you can blend together story, action, drama, comedy, and like and then move the story, progress the story further, and that's what kind of like threw me off with Vinland Saga. It's like like we didn't need this. Okay, shut up, Andrew. So that being said, Nick, your thoughts on old Hell's Paradise?
Man, when we always talk about character development on here, and this was probably the hottest thing on the grill this week. Like just the character development of the
This is
characters.
the
We
ribeye.
don't.
This
Yes,
is the ribeye. This is
yes,
the ribeye.
because just the story of both of them, of only two characters we saw, you're getting more of a Yamada, the assassin chick. Learn her backstory. I kind of like Bleach vibes from the guy that was talking to her, type of thing. Like, oh, you're not meant for this and everything. But then you get the characters of all the criminals, and you're learning their backgrounds. And there's some bad dudes on there and some bad chicks on there too. They were and you start to get a little more of, okay, these are people that have what fantastical powers, and they're able to do some
Yeah,
other stuff.
I want to say it's fantastical, but I think
Yeah,
it's more like mind altering vision fantastical.
yeah,
It may
yeah,
not have like if we were to see it in their live action, it wouldn't be like it's skillful. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think it's like I think like in their mind they put in that fantastical region. Now, don't get me wrong, it is fantastical, but that's the way I see it because we haven't seen anything fantastical.
Yeah, it hasn't
Like,
been like too
it's
crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
it,
yeah. Like all when he like said, oh, "Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm really doing." Really, he was just ripping and gouging throats and eyes and faces.
yeah.
Wasn't doing like anything
It,
fantastical.
I
Like
mean, yeah. I mean, I just because I was saying when they were talking about like they were like these guys have like extra powers, but it's what we're seeing. It's nothing crazy. It's not like Super Saiyan or this or that.
yeah,
It's
yeah. That's what I'm getting at.
like
Yeah,
he had his whole hands tied, and he's throw eyeballs, head chop out. Like it was just like, oh,
it's all
wow,
within the realm of like you can do it in that time period, right?
yeah,
Like you put enough strength behind it or study behind it. But it was like I like that point that you brought out the character development because now we know Gabumaru's no Yamada's the executioner girl. We know her real motives behind trying to be the best.
yeah,
One like they gave her the trope of being like outcasted because she was the only girl, right? But at the same token, they also gave it to her the strength behind it too. They were like, okay, they got to a point where remember she was getting thrown rocks at, and
yeah,
she stands up and starts throwing rocks back, which is good, because we know that you need to have a backbone to do that. And the Renji character, I know, right? He looks just like
yeah.
Renji, right, with an eye patch. The Renji character, we'll get the names and all that when we do, if we do a deeper breakdown and stuff of it. But he really starts. He's not. I don't think he's tearing her down or telling her to that. Oh, you suck. You can't really do this. So like
Yeah.
a woman should be doing this. I think he's really like motivating her in the sense of like really having her resolved being solidified in that moment because he's trying to tell her like, hey, you can't hesitate because if you hesitate, you're going to mess up and you're going to make this execution worse. So he's like, you can't have hesitation. And he's sensing that hesitation in her.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, you got to dispel all of that hesitation. So I don't think he's doing it out of maliciously or being mean to her. I think he's doing it to help her, become a better executioner. And it tells, man, because she lopped off 4 heads, man. And man, to be that skillful for 4 heads, man, I mean, you got to have a lot of power behind that swing. So, it
Yeah,
was
you can tell
well
she
worth
has it. Yeah, for
it.
sure. There was that one character. What was his name? Chobi or whatever. The blonde dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, like
The king of thieves.
yeah, like there was the characters they showing them, like the key characters of the who's gonna be on the island with them. It's like, oh, now I cannot wait to see y'all like
Oh,
get to this
excellent.
island.
excellent, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, you could tell they got some throwaway ones in there, like
yeah,
old the monk, like
yeah,
he's dying,
yeah.
3 episodes.
The ones they didn't talk about. They're just
Yeah, exactly. Like you got your characters, then throw away ones, but then they got the ones like the assassin chick,
yeah,
man, it was Hell's Paradise, man. Let us know if you want us to do a little deeper dive into Hell's Paradise. We can give you a
yes,
little more info. But damn, it is well worth the watch. I believe this is on Saturday as well.
yes. I
So
think so.
no,
No,
today,
it.
Wednesday, Sunday, Sunday. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Comes out Sunday. Yeah. So, tell us. We're more than happy to do it. But check it out. Season 1, episode 2. So you still got time to jump in the game and watch it and so forth. All right, man. So, of course, there's a lot of great episodes, a lot of great anime that came out. We're just doing some big highlights. Another really good one, and Nick, I know I'm throwing this right on you on top of this,
nah,
but
you're good. You're
just
good.
throwing a little bit about there. There's a few ones. My Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. A really soft anime. It's a shoujo. If you're into shoujos, you're gonna enjoy this one. Just came out, season 1, episode 1. Galaxy Next Door. Really nice, fun anime. Really cute, really cutesy shoujo. Jump in there if you haven't. Another isekai summoned to another world for a second time. Very good premise. It's kind of not a new premise like within anime new, not manga new, but like anime new. He goes to another world from his original world, then comes back to his original world because he's summoned again. So it's like a double isekai. So
Mhm.
it's a really good one. It's season 1, episode 1. Check it out. Pretty cute. Not pretty cute. Pretty good. I like it. It's a really good one. Just came out as well. Uh, the Another one, Aristocrats Otherworldly Adventures Isekai, came out just a day ago. Season 1, episode 1. It's really interesting. He develops a mind of he knows he's in an isekai, so he goes into this other world when he gets killed, and he has that mentality that he knows he's in an isekai. So it's a really good, interesting take, kind of like the generic isekai.
Yeah.
So here's the other one that we are doing, we are focusing on. It's called My Home Hero. Don't let the name fool you. This is a psychological thriller. It is banging. If you have not watched it, please go and watch it. It is about a father who basically his daughter is being abused. And I'm not telling you anything you're not going to get out of episode 1. His daughter is being abused. And out of just sheer coincidence, he sees the ex-boyfriend in her home, and protecting his daughter, he kills the abusive boyfriend. It asks the question: would you do it if it was a loved one who's being abused by someone? Like, can you do it? Do you have the resolve to do it? And he basically disposes the body. Now, see episode 2. The wife asks a very interesting question. She asks, have you done this before? And leading up to this point, you're kind of like, he knows what he's doing really good. Even though even though he's like, oh no, there's like 100 years worth of detective comics and mangas and books, and that's
Yeah.
where I got drawing my inspiration from. Like, he knows what he's doing. So she answers that question, throws the whole mystery, starts to like put hesitation in everybody. Season 2, the episode 2 just heated up. It's good. So if we look at it as far as our cookout, I want to say this is about a New York strip right here. It's gonna be good. It's good so far. Good plot line. It's gonna be shaping up pretty good. It's brutal. It has a lot of like brutalness in there. So if you're into that, it has that in there. So My Home Hero, really good. Loved it. Check it out, and it's on episode 2. It comes out on Sunday. It's season 1, episode 2. So check it out. Let me know what you think and your thoughts are. And if you like more psychological ones, definitely we can get onto a train with that one as well. So out of stars, I would have to give it a definite 4 stars. Animation is good, clean animation, good plot line, good story, and a very good mystery going on. So definitely up to the task. All right, man. So next up, it was the Holy One, season 3. Open it up, Demon Slayer, Kimimetsu no Yaiba, which is the Sword Art Village. Sword Art Village. Swordsmith Village
Yeah.
is Sword Art Online, right?
Yeah.
Swordsmith Village. Oh man. So was this a treat beyond treat? So if you went to theaters to watch it, you basically saw the first 30 minutes of it. You weren't surprised, and then the last in was really good. Whenever they introduced the Sword Village and everything, and a little more, and then they introduced 2 new characters that we'll be seeing. We'll be seeing, the Wind, another Wind. Oh man, I'm forgetting the name. Hashirama, the Wind Hashirama, and then they basically show Tanjiro, Godfather. I would right, like he's like a Godfather to him, and basically he mastered all 4 elements of the Hashirama. So that's gonna be kicking off, man. Your thoughts, Nick, on Demon Slayer? Because since I've seen it like 3 times over already. So I know you didn't watch it in theater, so you were like, I ain't gonna shout out the 20. Nah, I'm just joking.
God,
It was really rough, man. Everybody hated it, man. Everybody hated it.
yeah. Right.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I was kind of pissed off too. I spent a lot of money to watch reruns. So Nick, go for it, man. What you think?
Man, it had a lot of. I mean, what it was about 45 minutes, I'd say, probably on the because it was like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to that. I just kept it going. Um, it had a lot though. It had a lot of good. What we love to see, the artwork, amazing as always. Like just that artwork that they do, like when they all the upper ranks met together, and just the
Yeah.
artwork of where they're at, their domain. Like, and then you're hearing the story. You're seeing how pissed off they are. Seeing the number 1, number 2. Like it's like okay, things are getting serious now. I like this. Um, it was just very good storytelling of right off the bat of what happened. And like as we all know, the Sound Hashira, he's pretty much retired. Uh, one of the upper ranks has finally been, I guess, decimated after was 113, 112 years, something like that.
No, I think it was 110
Yeah,
years.
something like that. Yeah,
113. No, you're right. 113 years. Yeah, since the last one was killed. Yeah,
yeah. So
since the upper moon was killed.
yeah, and so you see the tide flowing into our protagonists' ways, but it's funny, like just the comedy of it, the seeing of Tanjiro like growing up in front of our eyes, but then also seeing the mystery swordsmen and everything. They're giving you bits and pieces for the season, and now they have all these threads. I feel where they can just go either way, and I'm still gonna be entertained of where it goes.
Yeah, man. Oh, so full disclosure, I already know what happens.
Yeah.
I read the manga. I couldn't wait. Demon Slayer was jack crazy. Like we get the edit version of
Yeah.
Demon Slayer. Like truly, it's not like Vinland Saga where it's like page for page. I mean, they do take some of the page art, but like nowhere near what the manga would look like. It's darker, grittier, bloodier than what we see on screen, right?
Yeah.
So yes, it like Sword Village. No, like we're gonna get some action more like season 1 versus season 2. It's gonna be like more like a little bit of season 1, very little bit of season 2. But then after Sword Village, that's when crap hits the fan. Like that grill gets hot. And it's like it's hitting it like freak barbecue style, man. We're grilling at this point, man. We ain't smoking meat no more, man. We're like grilling. So
Yeah.
that being said, like next season 4 is gonna be hotter, man. Season 4 is gonna be like, man, everything comes together. Everything comes together, and we're like, you're gonna be like, what? No, no,
Yeah.
like everything comes to head, like so. Season 4, season 3 is gonna be good. It's gonna be that putting all of that on the shelf, and then like it's like basically what we in chef, and like when you're a chef, you call mise en place, is basically getting things ready and set. You're gonna cut everything up, and then you're gonna start cooking. And that mise en place is being done in the sword village, and then like season 4, everything, man, they just throw it all on the grill and like really go after it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you, bear in there. It's gonna be good. Don't get me wrong. But bear in there because it's gonna be like season 1. It's gonna be a lot more talking, a lot more discovering, a lot more who Tanjiro is, what really is Nezuko. Because like Nezuko, if you have been already like if you've seen the movie and everything, you already know she's an anomaly. So she's not a normal demon. So she's kind of like half and half. So I'll leave it to the season to tell you what she is, but like it's kind of an anomaly, right? So so definitely stay in there. It's gonna be a beautiful artwork, man. Like we're gonna get that whole like flash, like that whole training up level. Everybody's gonna get that. Excuse me. Everybody's gonna get that training bump in this one, and it's gonna be fun to watch it. So, man, go ahead and rate it, man. What are we looking at?
I'm gonna give it a 4. Well, I'll give it 4.2 for me. Of course, there's more storytelling to go. There was always more I wanted of it, but I think it's a good starting point for sure for where the season's gonna go. You don't want to give everything out in one. It introduced Doma. I love Doma as a upper rank. He's just so hilarious. Like he does not.
Doma is
The one with like the white hair, the second number 2.
yeah, number
Yeah.
2, yeah.
Like whatever.
Muzan hates him.
Yeah.
Muzan hates Doma. If you don't know, it's I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to interject.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. No, you're good.
Go ahead.
No, yeah. So for me, it's like introducing them. I was like, yes, okay. Now I'm getting more people, more of the mixing pot, and like you said, I'm excited for the growth that's gonna go with it because we all know what's coming of tuition. So it's like we got to get there first. Let's get there first and enjoy the ride.
Absolutely. So Muzan hates his second. The reason why is because he turned himself into like a semi-god there in his village. And so they're like everyone like praises him. And it's not that Muzan is like jealous. It's because he doesn't listen to him. So he tells him like, hey, I will need you to go do this. And then he goes and does something else. And so out of all the demons he created, he's the one that's like, like, I'll sacrifice you quicker than you think. Like, if anything, I'll sacrifice you, because number one is if you haven't got the sense already, he's a little different. It's because he is. So he's more like, I'm not going to give no details away, but just think he's more military than anything. So he understands the line of chain of command.
Yeah.
And because you got that sense when you're watching that episode, season 3, episode 1, like, he understands that sense of, a subordinacy, and, Doma, the second is like, he can give a rat's ass, whether he's second, third, fifth, sixth, seventh, 20th, you don't care, right? So he knows he's strong, and so it's a nice one, man. Like you said, animation, I cannot give it enough, man. Animation is beautiful. I know since day one when I watched season 1, episode 1, when I saw that animation, I was like, dude, blew my mind. I was like, I'm watching art on screen. Yep. Every single episode, I was watching art on screen, and I loved it that they just kept that going, that pattern going. And even when the movie came out, Movie Train, man, it was like that art, man, it's just beautiful, man, beautiful. So,
Yeah.
Demon Slayer, A plus is in my book. I'm gonna give it like a 4.1. I'm a little lower than you, because yeah, I mean, to be truthful, I was one of the ones that paid the ticket, man. So I was
Yeah.
expecting a little more. I was disappointed. Like that last 30, 40 minutes that I didn't get to watch, I was expecting to see something good, and
Yeah.
really didn't,
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, kind of like a shame. But yeah, episode it comes out on Sundays, so the next time you'll see it is next Sunday. They'll be on episode 2, so everybody, Demon Slayer, jump on there. All your local Hulu's and Crunchyroll is where it's going to be coming out on. So Crunchyroll is simulcast, so it's hour after they appear in Japan, and Hulu, I think it's the next day. So Hulu, I think gets it on Monday. I haven't watched Hulu in forever, so I can't tell you exactly if it's coming on Sunday.
Since Tokyo Revengers ended, I haven't been on it.
Yeah, same thing, right? Oh man, not even, dude, because Tokyo will come out on Crunchyroll, and I would watch
Yeah.
Crunchyroll stuff. Yeah, like, dude, at this point, I don't even know why I have Hulu, man.
It's like Bleach. That's why we had it.
Yeah,
That was
Bleach,
it.
right? Yeah,
That was
really.
all we had it for.
Yeah. It's like same thing with Netflix, man. Like, if it wasn't for the girls and their Bridgerton Diary or whatever the hell, Crown and stuff like that, I wouldn't even have Netflix, man. I'd dump that thing in the trash, man. I pay $16.99 for nothing, right? So, but yeah, Demon Slayer, go watch it if you haven't. So, on top of that, let me see. New anime that came out. It was just released today. It's called Why Redelia End Up at the Duke's Mansion. If you're into once again psychological mystery, it is a shoujo, but it has that mystery element to it. Go watch it. It's really good. Let me see. I got cheat skills in another world. And whoops, okay, there we go. I got cheat skills in another world and became unrivaled in the real world too. It just came out. It's a stupid isekai. It's like every trope in the isekai book, they threw it into this one. It's funny. It's fun. Go watch it. It's a really good one. This one is this one's for the ladies. Straight up, it's a girl virtual. I was trying to think of the genre, and I really can't nail down the genre. It's like they go virtual world, so they put on the VR headsets and go into the virtual world, kind of isekai. So it's called Kizuna no Ariel. It's a really nice one. Music. It has that digital art form that y'all ladies like. So go in there, check it out. It's a really nice one. It just came out, second episode as well. Tokyo Revengers dubs are all coming out. They're releasing them day by day. So if you didn't want to watch it in sub, the dubs are coming out at 2 at a time. So if you're into that, go watch that. Another one that we're gonna catch up on is Dr. Stone in the New World. It's on season 3, episode 1. It's about an hour long. They basically introduce everybody that's gonna be in the new season. Catch up a little bit from the season 2. So if you're not into that science and mystery and adventure, Dr. Stone's your ticket. Hopefully, we can speak about that a little later. Vinland Saga just came out 8 hours ago. Remember when I told you somebody brought tofu to the cookout?
Yeah.
And I had to show them to the door. I was like, hey, you take that tofu somewhere else.
Oh man.
I don't do tofu in my house. Right? No, here's my tofu. Vinland Saga came out today. I wish I could say it was great. I wish I could give it 4 stars. I wish I give it a 2.5. Like, dude, we saw Snake fight. Cool. Like, Ascalon. I told you he was Ascalon from day one, right? We saw Snake fight. Great. Awesome. Good. Cool. Did we see anything else? Oh man. Talk. 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 You watched about see asking on the fight was about 20 minutes worth of talking. Like no joke. 20 minutes. 20 minutes of just dialogue, conversation, crap that could have been wrapped up in like 5 minutes and a little bit of story arc, and we could have moved on to something else. Like, dude, it was horrible. It was horrible. I ain't gonna lie, man. It was crap. Dude.
When I put out on the last episode a short talking about that this is a great balance, we got violence from an episode. So many people were so mad about that, and it's like, we can't have violence in a Viking anime. Are you kidding me? Like, what are y'all mad about? And they're like, that's not what this season's about. And I'm like, it's in the manga, it's in the anime. Like, what are you? I'm not asking you to just give me this the whole time. Give me something. And when you said it was bad, I was like, yeah, it's probably just that much. It was. I fell asleep watching it. I woke up midway through the talking, rewatched it again, and it's like, okay, like
we didn't miss nothing, bro.
it was like, okay, you have a kid,
dude. Like,
cool.
Yeah, dude. Like, what Eric's story we got like in 4 minutes about his sister, his mom, being murdered and killed when he was a little kid and raised up in a slave. They did that in like all of like 5 minutes in the story. Yeah. And this chick, we get an entire episode to learn about her. Like, get out of here, man. It was awful. Like those people who say that you can't, this is not what it is. It's like grow up, man.
Yeah.
Grow up. Jump off of your knees for Matt, because I know you want Matt to send you some congratulatory, we think you're the best, we love our anime. No. You need to slap Matt in the mouth and say, hey, make some good anime. Because right now, your art is the only thing saving you. Your art is the only thing saving you. It's like stylistic art. That's it. Like,
to me, it feels like their niche changes every episode. Like,
yeah, it's like you have like 5 directors.
Yeah, like, all right, your turn. All right, your turn. All right, your turn.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here? Like,
it's like stick to something, man.
Yeah.
It's like stick to something.
And the thing is, we talked about it earlier in the podcast. It can be done. Hell's Paradise gave us everything in one episode, and we were like, there we go. Character development, gave me some fighting, gave me some story, gave me some sadness, gave me some drama, all types of stuff. Why can't Vinland do that? Oh, it's not about that. What is it about then? Like, it's about this chick's life and Katil's unborn son for a whole 20 minutes? Like, what? And then I sadly always watch what's gonna happen next, and it's going into that still. I'm like, are you kidding me, dog?
Like, I think what's the next one called? Oh Lord,
it was like called Clouds or something.
Yeah, Cloud or Storm.
Yeah. Storm. There we go. Yeah, it was Dark Clouds, then Storm.
Yeah. No. The last one was Freedom.
Oh, Freedom. There we go. Yeah,
Freedom, and then the next one, and it was cool. Like the beginning was good.
Yes.
Like, the first 5, 6, 7 minutes was good. It was like when her husband found her, and you were like, "Oh crap!" Like, dude, battle's gonna happen, right? Like, and Snake like lined up, and then Eric was like, "Nah," he was gonna go attack Snake from behind and be like, "Hey, give this chick her freedom." Total change, because you thought he was gonna fight her General Gerald or something like that. Gerald is his name.
Yeah.
Like you thought he was gonna attack him, and it was gonna be like a fight. Like he was defending her to stay. No, Eric was like, nah, man, like let her go free with her husband. And that was kind of surprising. And then Thorfinn was like, whoa, wait up, man, because like, hey, you're gonna be a little outnumbered here, and you want to think twice, because after she leaves and you attack Snake, like we still got our lives to live, So like it was good because it was kind of like a flip. because you expect Thorfinn to stick up to not being a slave, but Thorfinn, for some reason, is like totally submitted to the slave life. Like he's really succumbed to the slave life, you know. And don't get me wrong, man. I mean, a Christian is a part of being a slave for Jesus, you know. Don't get me wrong, and if that's the route they're taking. They're not showing us this other than like little context of how when Snake was reading out of the Bible, Thorfinn was listening, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like, and then like even like it kind of gave like hints on season 1 whenever the preacher was a drunk preacher was there and Thorfinn was listening and soaking up that information. Like at least allow us to the imagery of him converting into Christianity, right? Like, give us the imagery, you know, like give us some more context. Don't just say like sneak it on us and like, oh, he's a Christian now, you know, like totally bull, you know, like that's bull crap, right? So that being said, it was cool, man, because I really was like, oh yeah, man, damn, this is heating up, this is getting good. And after Snake subdued him, it was like episode was over, like
it was literally talking.
bro, like conversations, man. Like I get where the old man was coming at, and like I guess, bro, like did we need 20 minutes of it? Like I don't think so.
And that's the thing. I'm not mad about them doing it. I'm mad about the length of what they're doing. It's like you're
Yeah.
wasting my time here. I got more action in Tokyo Revengers.
At this point, yeah. Like
It's like, are you kidding me? And that's a talking anime. We talked about it on past videos. That anime is gonna talk so much. No, we were wrong. This one's talking us, and
this
I'm
was
guessing
cake.
because there's so many people that are on the I'm gonna get free stuff. I gotta talk good about it. What's the point of critiquing anime that you like if you're not gonna be honest with them?
Jump on Twitter and look at the American US Vinland Saga Twitter and the US map Twitter, and you see these people groveling at the feet of these creators. Oh, this is the best thing ever. Oh, this is so good. Oh, please make more of this. Man, it is horrid. Like read the comments for the last episode. This one right here. I'm giving it 2 stars, and I'll be honest with you, that's crap, dude. Like the beginning, good. Like the first 6-7 minutes, great. Like after that, just horrible. Like why put us through 20 minutes of talk? You know what I'm saying? Like especially when you built your audience, and this is me ranting over and over again. You built your audience on action. Like whole season 1 was action. Like yeah, we got those sad moments where Thorfinn was like, you know, when he was lost and he was trying to like save himself in that lady's house and like that. But then like the next episode, the whole entire village burned down and everybody got killed. Like, you know, from his raiding party. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, man. So that's what I said. Rant over. My grill is on flaming hot right now, bro. I'm on 500 degrees, man. You can't even stick a steak on there without it burning. That's how hot the grill is right now. Because I'm like, get that tofu out of here, bro. You know, go deep fry that in the gutter. That's how bad it is, man. So, Nick, I already gave my stars.
Yeah.
2 stars. Nick, what are your stars?
I'll give it a 2.2. And the 2 is for just seeing Eden's face whenever he found out his girl was pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only part that I was like, yeah, that sucks for him, dog. Like this dude.
Like, what was he expecting? Like,
I mean, yeah,
everyone knows that's Catil's concubine. Like, no one hit the fact.
He had this whole thing in his head, like we're gonna live together, we'll be free. And it's just like, oh, husband shows up. Oh, she's pregnant. It was like that was the only part I was like, and I get a lot of people are like, okay, it's a drama, this and that, but come on, there's some dramas that we get, and they're a lot more entertaining than. And it's just, I mean, I was on Twitter and it was just, yeah, there's a lot of people on there like, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, stop, like just stop. Like this year, you're gonna forget about Vinland, some of these stuff as the year goes on.
And that's the saddest thing, man. Like that's truly the saddest thing. Vinland is going to get pushed down. Remember, we talked about this. It's high now because all the major animes are out.
Mm-hmm.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Tokyo, well, not Tokyo Revengers, but like all the new ones, Attack on Titan, Dragon Ball Z, like or Dragon Ball Super, like all the and then One Piece when One Piece comes back out, like all the major animes, they're all on hiatus right now, or they're coming out later on this month or in May, June, like Vinland Saga is just gonna those that ranking is just gonna consistently drop further and further down, and it's a shame because it was like so promising, man. And I went in there season two all hyped in, like man, and like whatever, man. It's their fault, man. I don't care.
Right.
Like at this point, I don't care, bro, because like I'm getting everything I wanted out of Hell's Paradise, man. Like
Yeah, I've moved on. This is on that corner of the grill. There's no fire, and it's just sitting there.
yeah.
And whoever
No,
comes
no, no.
late,
You said quarter of the grill. You're wrong. You're wrong.
it's
It's
not
on
even
that
on
top rack.
Oh,
That top rack of the grill in the corner where no goddamn heat getting to it. You know what I'm saying?
Like me being a One Piece fan, I always get crap because they're like, "Oh, it's so long. How do you like it?" And I'm like, "Hey, I'm already in it. There has its moments for sure." But when I read stuff like this person said, Vinland Saga had me on all 10 toes. We definitely didn't watch the same episode at all.
Right? What? What? 10 toes? Like what?
I just feel like
prosthetics.
These people go to Twitter and then they're just like, for me to get famous, I have to write what everybody wants. Because nobody wants to be that bad person, but we don't care here. It's like we're gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I can't vibe with this. I'm so happy that other animes are coming out now. And I hate it because I'm gonna keep Vinland there in hopes that the next season it does. But for us, we like anime. For anybody that's new, that was like, man, I really like season 1, and now I'm looking at season 2, they're gonna fall off of this. And let's be honest, as these big animes come out, One Piece transitions from Wano to another, like you said, all these big Jujutsu comes out, Demon Slayer keeps going,
right?
Attack on Titans, all these other ones.
Right.
People are gonna forget about this, and it's gonna be like, oh, well, what do we do? We'll rely on those people that are saying this is such amazing thing. I don't hear any other anime.
When Ragnarok comes back, I mean, what are they gonna do?
Yeah,
like
I don't ever see anybody's anime fan base being like, this is the greatest thing every week. Like every week they're saying this, and I just
how can they say that with sincerity?
And that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? That's the part that like you can automatically know those fake fans.
Yeah,
the fake fans, the fans that are those anime creators that are reaching for that sponsorship, are reaching for that notoriety or clout from the artists and creators. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't. You can come at me all day long, man. We can go toe to toe. I showed Nick today my anime watch list, and that thing is 48, 49, almost 50 deep anime I watch over the weekend. And that's just consistently watching these anime because I want to bring you what's going to be enjoyable. I want you to enjoy anime. I want you to enjoy what you're watching. And if you're not enjoying it, why watch it? Why come back? And trust me, I like Vinland. Season 1, I'm the one who told Nick, brought him into it. I'll say, hey, man, we got to do Vinland because Vinland rocks, bro. Watch season 1. And yeah, dude, season 1's great. And then you come into season 2, you're like, who the hell did somebody threaten you? Do we need to call like somebody got some pictures on you, bro? Like,
yeah.
We need to have a conversation, man.
This thing totally changed. Like,
absolutely, man. Absolutely. So that being said, we appreciate y'all guys on our Vinland. We end every podcast on a Vinland rant because I save it for the very end because it's like, my frustration with this anime is so deep. It's so deep. So that being said, we want to thank y'all. Nick, I apologize, man. Is there anything that you want to chime in there, throw in there about this week's anime, or this week's, last week's, anyway, coming up, anything?
No. I mean, I'm playing catch up compared to you for sure. Doctor Stone's on my list. I know you said Fire Force is gonna be coming out soon. I got to catch up on that.
Oh, that was trying to think of the other one coming out this month is Fire Force. That's going to be coming out, and like I said, just knocking Vinland right out of those spots, man. Because Fire Force is My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and no. I take that back. My Hero Academia, man. What was the amalgamation of that one? My Hero Academia, um, Brotherhood. Oh man, dang, my mind is going blank on it. Full Metal Alchemist. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's My Hero Academia and Full Metal Alchemist mixed together, and that's what you get Fire Force with. And dude, rocks, man. I mean, it's just everything about Fire Force is really good. So if you haven't seen it, you still got time. Season 1 and 2, jump in there. Season 2 lags just a little bit, but because they're setting season 3 up to be like monster action. So sorry, Nick, I didn't mean to cut you in,
No,
man.
you're good. You're good, bro. I believe we're supposed to be getting Record of Ragnarok, the second part, later this year. I need to do more research on it.
Yeah, I thought it was October, December,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So we'll be getting that. We did a video on the SLG network. If I'll put it in the description for y'all. But yeah, we have a lot of anime coming up. I mean, let us know what animes you want us to watch. I'm not a big Attack on Titan fan, but if you want us to talk about it, I can play catch up, I'm sure, and say something
Uh,
on how I feel.
I was about to say, bro, you would have to like
Yeah,
dig
I mean,
deep,
I
deep.
caught up. I caught up on One Piece in a year. I got some time, bro.
No. I'm just saying because there's just like so much, and then there's so much like nuances
Yeah,
into it. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that's what I mean. Like
No,
you gotta cut it deep
yeah.
in there, man, because it's like so
It's
nuanced.
like if I told somebody to watch One Piece and then they're like
Yeah,
trying to talk about it. It's I know all about One Piece pretty much. I've looked at other stuff, so I get you on that for
no,
sure.
yeah. It would take you a month to like watch it, dive into it, watch it again, look into those things, and then be like, okay, now I'm coming into like the ending because it's
Yeah,
basically the ending. It's
yeah,
part one and part two of the ending, and so now you're coming in, and you're like, okay, now I understand everything. I understand the subtleties of everything. Because it doesn't do a good job of storytelling. Like I be
yeah.
honest,
I
it doesn't do a
I
good
was
job.
on like season 2 or 3 when I quit, and so I still remember most of it, but I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm all right. I don't want to do this
yeah,
anymore.
it's a lot, but like I said, it just doesn't do a good job of like really giving you like I said, storytelling. It
Yeah,
doesn't do a good job of storytelling. Like you could literally watch it in parts, and like you could watch like the first 5 episodes, and then go watch like season 4 of the last 3 episodes, and they all mix together well, and then like go watch the, you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
like that's confusing as hell, man. And I think they did it on purpose. They really
yeah.
did do it on purpose because they want you to feel that not Eden. They want you to feel that oh man, what's the main guy's name? Oh man, it's slipping my mind. That don't mean the shit. I forget these guys' names.
I haven't watched it in so long.
Attack on Titan. Um, Eden Yeager.
Yeah, Jaeger.
They want you to get the sense of feel that Eren is the moral dilemma that he really is in. Like, it's like, do I save the world? Do I save my friends? Or do I save my lineage? Like,
Yeah,
how do you juggle all three? And that's the moral context that they want you to try to get. So they make it as convoluted as possible so that you don't have in the end like a real like, damn, did he really do the right thing? Or like I would have done this, but then like you play it out in your mind, and you're like, oh yeah, you're right, man. I would have wiped out an entire race of people, like. Like you wiped out an entire race for the good of the world. Like, didn't we know somebody was trying to do something like that? Like,
Yeah.
maybe a little Nazi Germany trying to wipe out. You know what I'm saying? In his mind, he was doing something great. Like,
Yeah.
so it's that kind of convolution stuff. So that's why, like, Attack on Titan, man, like, definitely, man. Like I said, it would take you about a month to watch all 6 seasons. Then once you finish all 6 seasons, like then rewatch some portions just to catch up on it.
Never mind. Y'all can take that off.
All right.
Y'all can take that off my list. I don't like it that much to
Yeah. So all right, man. Well, definitely we appreciate y'all coming out to the cookout. Take yourself some plates to go, please. Wrap them up in full. When I cook and everything, take as much food as you want because I don't like to clean up afterwards. So, take everything. I don't even have a big fridge, so can't store a lot of stuff in there. So, so just take on what you need to go home, right? So, whoever brought that tofu, you throw that in the trash because we don't want that. All right. So, let y'all know. All right. So that being said, please go check us out. We're on basically everything. We are on Rumble. We are on, definitely check us out on Rumble as well because, we're trying to grow that. TikTok, we're on Instagram. We're on, what do you call it? Twitter and
Instagram.
YouTube. Yeah. Definitely, come and check us out on YouTube. Please, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think so that we can better make this. So far, I think what you told me, our analytics are doing great on the podcast style versus our recap. But, let us know, man. Like, hey, what do y'all want to see? If this is the better format for y'all, then great. We'll continue it. If it's something you need us to improve on, hey, we're listening as well. So, growth is by listening. So that being said, we love y'all. We like y'all. We subscribe to y'all. So let us know if you are interested in subscribing. And Nick, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, man. Like you said, just make sure y'all follow us. We're gonna be doing a lot more content. Let us know if y'all want us to do more breakdowns and more in-depth stuff. We can talk about characters. We can talk about anime, what's going in. Just let us know, man. We're here to help y'all out, to give y'all all the knowledge that we can. And as Andrew said, he's watching 50 animes at once and everything, so he got you covered. I'm gonna be doing as much as I can on my end also. Y'all just keep doing great. Let's enjoy our anime for the year 2023, and I think we out. This grill's done, kitchen's closed.
Well, I don't know about a kitchen, but we outside. Let's shut that grill. Let's turn off let's blow the coals out. Because we in Texas, we don't propane over here. So y'all have a good one, guys.
Later, guys.